Hi everyone, today I want to share a fun little card that I made, or a couple of cards I made with the He's All That stamp set and dies. This is a really fun stamp set, and it's really great for June because Father's Day is coming up. I also happen to have not only my husband but also my brother and my father that I think these would be great for, and there's particular reasons for each of them actually. My brother loves grilling, so this one is really cute. Holy smokes, you're amazing, with this little set of, like grilling tools. And my dad used to own some classic cars, and so this was good for him. And then I think that my husband might like these too. And so there's Father's Day, birthday. It's just a really nice masculine set, and I love the dies. Now these dies, you know how sometimes a die is very specific to a stamp set. It cuts out very specific shapes, so you kind of need the stamp set. The die that goes with this one is actually not like that. In fact, these dies can be used for anything, so I really love these dies. These are really great. They're called All That dies, so it's He's All That, and these are just All That, and I really like them. I like these little argyle shapes. You can use them as accents, you can make patterns with them. You've got banners, which are always good, and these labels actually cut and emboss, so you've got a little detail on the label, just a little extra line of embossing, kind of gives them a little classy look. So really nice. I like that there's two, and I want to show you a couple simple projects. But before I do, I really want to get into this paper because the paper is really cool, and I really hope that people get it because I want them to start doing more of this. So the paper pack, I showed it in my sneak peeks video, and I've already kind of cut this up, so I'm hoping that you'll get the idea. But they normally, you know how a paper pack comes with 12 sheets, and this came with 12 sheets, but 2 of those 12 sheets were not actually paper, they were die cuts. So you do have some fun paper. I love this one for the barbecue. This is so fun. Got some pigs and cows and all kinds of barbecue sauce and tools, so that's really a fun one. And then the back is just a pattern, so my brother is an awesome cook, so this is perfect for him. But after that, or maybe even 4th of July, you could use this barbecue or some kind of family get together. You can use the barbecue paper for a scrapbook page, but if you run out of reasons to use barbecue paper, the back is really nice. It's Cajun Craze, so this is going to be great. It's a nice color for fall, so I think Cajun Craze, nice just plain kind of striped tone on tone, will be great all year round, so I like that. And this is Early Espresso, which is a color I use all the time. And the back of that one is a little check. I'm showing you little scraps. I'm sorry about that because I did use quite a bit of my paper already. Anyway, it's real fun. Let me see if I have some bigger ones of this one. Okay, I like this one. This one is cars and motorcycles. Really fun. Some are classics. Actually, they're all kind of classics, aren't they? Little Volkswagen in there. So real fun classic cars, and I like that one a lot. I'm going to use this one on a card for my father. And then the back, you've got this really Sahara sand, really simple, great for anything. So your backs are always great because sometimes you run out of reasons to use the very specific paper, and when there's a neutral back to it, I love that. Okay, then let me find the trees. Here they are. I think I showed that one. This one, both sides are kind of neutral, so I like that one. This one has camping theme, and I like that one. This one would be good for my brother too, actually. And also I have several friends who like to go camping. I'm not a big camper, but I do have some nice scouting pictures, scrapbook pages, and maybe someday my husband can get me to do some camping for a short period of time. But I can imagine this being used on some scrapbook pages or for certain people. And then the back, you've got another Early Espresso pattern paper. So this is perfect to use all year round. There was another one that had, like, here we go, ties, and it's very typical Father's Day kind of imagery here. Little mustaches and glasses, ties, fancy footwear, really cute. And then again on the back, very simple espresso pattern. So I think this is a really versatile set. I think I got all of it. Yes. Now, remember I told you there were 2 pages that were die cuts? I love, love, love the die cuts. And this is why I hope that people buy this paper, because I want them to Stampin' Up! To make more of it. not necessarily this pattern, but the idea of the die cuts, because they're so fun. And we used to have something called Simply Scrappin' Kits. I don't know if you've been around as long as me, you might remember those. But Simply Scrappin' Kits were really fun because we had paper and die cuts and then a few sheets of 12 by 12 solid papers. And I loved the Simply Scrappin' Kits. I was sad when they stopped making them. So here there were 2 pages of die cuts, so you get everything I'm showing you, you got 2 of. So here's a cute little accent. You can imagine this on a scrapbook page with a photo, but this is a good card accent too, you know, on the side of a card, and then layer on top of it some more fun things. This is great for journaling on a scrapbook page, but also good for a card. Some torn edges. Okay, and then this one, you're flippin' awesome. I love that. And that is cute. That would be good on a scrapbook page or a card. I love this car. My father actually used to let us, he had a classic car, but it wasn't like a real super expensive one. It was just a old car that had those fins on it. It was just a Buick Electra. I think it was a 55. I don't know. So back in the late 80s, early 90s, my dad would let us use it in the homecoming floats at high school. And one time I got to drive it. It's a boat. That thing was huge. And I drove it to, my sister and I would fight over who got to use the car. So one day he said, well, just take the Buick. I'm like, what? That giant thing? And so I did. And I pulled up in front of my friend's house, and there was a party going on, like a little family party. So all the old guys were like, whoa, what's she driving? It was kind of funny. And like I said, it was a boat. It was a big car, and I accidentally, when I parked it, just barely tapped another car. I rear-ended another car, but just barely. And he didn't say anything. He was watching me do it, and he said that it was too much of a car for me, and I agreed. I love this one, little barbecue. So these little things are 2 sheets, so that's why there's 2 of everything. And while I don't know that I'll use these for like card buffet or a stamped class, because I only have 2 of each one, I love all these little pieces, and I know that I will use them on some scrapbook pages. Some of them are good for barbecue. Holy smokes, you're the best. That'll be, you know, I mean, I can use these for quite a while. You make me hoppy. There's lots of little stars that I can throw onto some cards. I love the tools. You know, my husband is very, very tooly, very hands-on making things and fixing things. So that will be great. Or if someone helps you out and makes fixes something for you, you can make them a little card. Anyway, lots of cute little things here. I wanted you to get a view of them. Cheers to all your years. I mean, just look at, you can make so many birthday cards with this. You're stronger than you know. I like that one. So it's not just birthday. So these are good for cards. A lot of them will get used on cards, but some of them I'm going to save for scrapbook pages. Hope your day is a grand adventure. I like this. With you, I'm never lost. That would be a good one for like an anniversary. Lots of little accents. Here's some axe throwing. That's kind of got my brother's name on it. Little arrows. Great for scrapbooking. I like this. You did it. Someone maybe graduated. You're a champ. Just a basic hooray. I love these little arrows. And these little trees. Some more tools. Anyway, you get the idea. Some bow ties. Alright. Lots of little things in here. There's some little stars and things stuck in the bag too. So all these things came on 2 sheets. And look at them all, and it's really fun, and I can just mix and match and add these to cards and scrapbook pages or little home decor piece. And Alex, you're a classic, strong and courageous. Actually, this is my middle son's middle name is Courage, and it's from a Strong and Courageous verse. So perfect for a scrapbook page for that one, my middle child. So anyway, all this going on, plus those awesome papers in one designer series paper pack. It's just huge, and I cut them out and put them in this bag so I can just grab them on the go. I'm going to leave this tree out. I want to show, I think I might want to use it. Where'd it go? There it is. I'll leave the tree out for a minute because I might use it, haven't decided. Okay, so on to the cards I want to make. I needed to make masculine card swap that I'm participating in. And I like to participate in swaps with my team because then it helps me get ideas for my upcoming classes or a card buffet. So I haven't decided if I'm going to use this one or not. but I like to do the swaps because it just gets my brain going. So here's what I came up with. I wanted something maybe more simple for Card Buffet. Card Buffet I tend to do simpler. So I thought a camping theme one. Look how cute that is. And I'm using the same template for all 3 cards and just switching it up a little bit. So this one, Together for the Long Haul, kind of an anniversary. I like that one. I think this one might be my favorite. Happy Birthday to a Classic. And I added some of these metallic dots. These are also from the same suite on the same page. Rustic Metallic Adhesive Back Dots. So I added some of those. And then this one I'm going to save for my brother. Holy smokes, you're amazing. And then, you know, something like this. And sometimes he barbecues for family events, so I could save it for that. Or I can hang on to it a little bit longer and maybe do it for his birthday. But his birthday passed already before this came out. And inside I just put a piece of Sahara Sand. You know, often on the inside we put basic white. And Sahara Sand is a really great neutral, light enough to still write on. And so I like that. It kind of goes with the rustic look, and I'll use a vanilla envelope for this instead of a white one. So let's put together cards. So basically I've got 2 cards going that we're going to just do the same. I have a piece of the Designer Series paper, and I've cut it a 1/4 of an inch smaller for a matte piece. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to stick that down. And then I've got this little camping theme strip. And I'm going to put that down about a 1/2 inch from the edge. And this is 2 inches by 5 1/4. Same thing on this card. So that's my basic template for my cards. And then as far as embellishment goes, I'm going to, let's see, I'll do one with the camping theme, and then I was going to do one with the classic card. So I'm using the camper stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it in Versamark. And I'm going to use, sorry, I was putting 2 blocks on there and you can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to put it on some Sahara Sand. And then I'm just going to sprinkle it with some basic black embossing powder. I always just grab like a scrap that's near me when I do that. So I need to grab my, I have a powder holder, Powder Pals they called it a long time ago, and I have to find it. Okay, so I'm going to heat that up. And we're just going to cut that out. Okay, so I've got my nice little label. I wonder if the video will show that embossed little ring around it. It's kind of nice, and I don't know if the video picks that up. Okay, now while I was playing with all my cards earlier and cutting things out, I made myself a bunch of colors of little banner pieces, and I also made that. So I was playing around. I like to do that when I get a new set. I just like to sit with it and just play around. And you know, Stampin' Up! Always tells you what colors it uses in the Designer Series paper and the embellishments. If you look at the paper pack in smaller letters, it tells you, you know, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Sahara Sand, Soft Succulent, Basic Black. So I took all those colors, and when making my cards, I just kind of cut a bunch of things in all those different colors and thought about using them in card bases. So that's why I've got all those colors represented here in my cards. I really like that Stampin' Up! Does that, because you just really can't make a bad card. Your colors are going to go down nicely. You know it's going to look good. The accents are going to work if you stick with the suggested colors. Now, of course, you can go rogue and do your own, and I'm sure that there are lots of other wonderful combinations that you can come up with. All right, so here's Together for the Long Haul, and I'm going to add the banners to the back of it. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on the back, and then I wanted a different color, so I'm going to grab some of this crushed curry, and I'm going to have it come out just like in the center, and try to get them even. There we go. And then I'm going to use a different color. I'll use the Cajun Cray. So see how they're kind of curved? So I've kind of got it going down this way, and then it'll be going up on this side, like that, just for fun. A little label. And then I thought maybe I would add this tree. I'm going to decide. Okay, so I'm going to use some dimensionals to pop it up. I didn't do that the first time I made the card, but I think I will now. I don't know that I needed 4 dimensionals. I went a little crazy there. I don't know what I was thinking. I usually use probably 3, 2. Okay. Can't decide. Do I want it? I think I want it more off this side. Okay. And then I can add this tree behind. So I'm going to use some smaller dimensionals. I love that we have different sizes. Tuck that behind like that. There we go. Together for the long haul. I like the way that looks a lot. Okay, and then on the inside, I'm going to put my Sahara Sand, and I'll leave it blank. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for exactly. So I'm going to leave it blank for today. But you can even use, you know how it came with 2 trees? You can throw another little tree in here. That would look nice. So there is that card. See how fast that came together? And then this next one is going to come together just as fast, if I can find it, because I already made this. So happy birthday to a classic. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to use those banners in the same way. I'm going to go straight across. And then I'm going to do this same thing. Woo! Now for this one, I'm going to add some of those metallic dots. I'm going to throw a couple of those down. Let's put one here. Try not to cover up any of the vehicles because I really want them to show. And then, you know, on the inside here, I do know who this is for. Oops. I'm going to find, there was a car in here. So I'm going to put that down. I know there was a car in here somewhere. There it is. So, happy birthday to a classic. And then the other one I made was the barbecue one. right here. Holy smokes, you're amazing. And then I might put something in here too. Maybe I'll use You're Flippin' Awesome. And maybe some grill tools or something like that. But like I said, my brother's birthday passed, unfortunately. We didn't have this. This is came too late. His birthday's in early March, and I didn't see this kit then back then. But I have it now. I'll be ready on time for once. Or, you know, if he does the barbecuing for July, for 4th of July, maybe I'll give him a little gift card or something. He's a sucker for Dairy Queen. Alright, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll check out the He's All That Sweet. Like I said, these dies are really fun. I love the dies. The stamp set works really well for me and all people that I know, but these dies are great for everyone. And this paper is super fun. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll subscribe and come back again. Bye!